you. Hello. How are you tonight?
I I'm feeling fabulous, but you are looking fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you. I tried. It was a long day of work, but here we are.
You couldn't tell. I want to feel how you look. That's how I want to feel. Have some coffee.
Oh my God. I wish I could drink caffeine at this hour like you can. I would be up all night. All night.
Oh, well, I claimed it as a superpower for a
It
long
is.
time, but like, but should it be? Yeah.
Well, this is kind of feeling like a beyond the body count
I know.
moment.
Did you notice the? Oh, hey,
Hey!
hey.
Hey! But it's not, y'all. We're talking about Malvolia season 8 today. Hello to everybody that is joining us right now. For all of those who do not know him, this is my bestie, Charles Chudabala. He is an actor and producer on pretty much every season of Malvolia. Um, I was also looking to see if I had those prior questions that we did for the Facebook Live, but I don't. So I'm going to do the best I can with coming up with some questions for you, and then maybe if you have a script handy, we could read from the script.
I have a laptop handy. Look,
Woo!
I have whatever of handiness that is required for this live stream. So if you want me to do some fact checking in real time, I got that. If you want me to do some Google, create an episode on the fly as we have done, I am prepared to do that. Topics galore, questions they be questioning. So yeah, I have whatever you need handy, my queen.
I, I will be honest with everybody that's watching right now. This was kind of like a last minute thing. It was something that Charles and I did discuss, and then we were like, then it was like, oh no, let's do it. So if we are looking like we're unprepared, we are not. We're just improving. So that's how it goes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Which takes preparation to pull off improv. People think that improv is a moment of unpreparation of just creating of the thing, but there is this thing called training that allows us to be alive, and to be alive in the moment, to allow the allowingness of it all requires, the practice of the allowing of the being in the moment of it all, which is like the kind of practice training actor thing.
Yes, and.
Yeah.
Yes, and.
Yes, and mm.
All right, friend. Well, some of the questions are kind of coming back to me. You have been a part of Malvolia since season 1. Why did you say yes to the project? And would you say yes again?
Yes, and yes,
Did not.
and yes. So, okay, I feel like I talked about this, or you asked me this during the Memorial Day weekend live stream, right?
Yes.
And I want to add to that I've always said yes. Season 1, as I said before, in case you all missed that episode, see, I'm calling it an episode.
I mean,
That live stream, yeah, it's an episode, because
yeah.
I'm supposed to post it on our page. I'm gonna do that so that we get like some more episodes in. But you can hear me all the way from over there, right?
I can hear you.
Because I'm
Yes.
leaning back and I'm doing the thing where I don't know where I am in time and space. Okay, so why did I say yes to season 1 in the first place?
And why haven't
Well,
you said yes ever since, too? Like, we're
I'm like,
talking like 8 seasons, so.
well, if it ain't fun, I don't do it. That's number 2. I mean, it's really number 1, but number 1 is you.
Aw, he's not biased or anything.
If you asked me to help you at 3 a.m. Move something from your trunk, I would help and wouldn't ask, and I
Oh,
wouldn't and I wouldn't ask, and then you'd be like, "Okay, Charles, you can ask me what we're doing," and I'll be like, "Okay, what is it?" And you'd be like, "This laundry."
it's laundry. tons and tons of laundry.
Tons and tons of laundry. So yeah, I mean, I've had the most fun every single season. You know, you're lucky if you can. You're lucky if you get to do what you love with people that you love. You're already winning, and if you can have fun in the process, you're definitely winning. And if each season we come back and there's a new learning that happens, a new challenge that happens that stretches us. We're also getting a free film school for ourselves as artists, as creatives. You know, people have said this about you. I say this about you. It's like you make it look easy. Like people walk onto your sets and they're like, "Oh my God, you're running a tight ship. It's so organized. It's so." And that's the thing. Is like you never think it. Like there are shoots where you're like, "Wow, that went smoother than before," but because of your work ethic and how much work you put in everything in yourself, you know, everyone elevates from your productions. We get better at doing the thing that even our stressed outness, you know, is someone's best day when they walk onto our sets. They can't see it because, after 8 seasons, we we should know what we're doing.
We better know what we're doing. I mean,
We
we
do though. We do.
do. We do. Sometimes there's a little monkey wrench that's thrown at us that we have to problem solve, troubleshoot, but we always get it done.
Well, my New Year's resolution was I'm not allowing people to throw monkey wrenches at me anymore. It leaves a
Oh,
mark, like
yeah.
a half moon.
It hurts. It hurts a lot. Yes, yes. Were you trying to show off that bicep of yours?
You know what? Maybe it was bicep day today with George. Shout out to George Lopez, my trainer. 2 years. 2 years.
Woo!
Yeah.
Well, he's doing a good job. Looking
Thank you,
good.
friend.
Yeah,
Thank
look at
you.
those guns.
150. Now,
Yes.
I came in at 128 or 130 when I started working out with him. Now I'm at 150. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's an adjustment.
Yes.
But thanks. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
So, because you have been a part of pretty much every single season of Malvolia, what was your favorite episode and why? Or like which one you were in? What was the favorite episode that you were in and why? Because you were in every single Halloween special, every single Thanksgiving special,
Yeah.
Christmas special. So
Okay, so wait, you're asking about the Halloween specials or any special or any?
it could be any special, but I was just
Okay,
telling everybody that you were a part of everything.
all right, y'all scroll back a little bit on Jennifer Nagle's page and or my page on Instagram and find that Memorial Day. Oh no,
It's
Memorial
on
Day.
Facebook.
That was on
Yeah.
Facebook because
Yeah.
we did a countdown. We did our top for Halloween specials. We both had obviously season 2 that we agreed on.
Yeah.
It's
Season
like
two. Yeah.
our crowning glory.
Hmm.
Like it was like season 1 was so special. The Halloween special season 1 was so special because we were still finding the world. Like none of us knew we would be back. You had you were a machine pumping out so many episodes, pumping out, showcasing independent filmmakers on your channel and their films, hosting, and then the Halloween special of having a cool script with like a reality, kind of a behind the scenes, breaking the fourth wall of Malvolia, going to this Halloween party and Hunter Johnson being a film director to get you in the movies and do a 3-picture deal. And there was something so special and almost uh, unaware of again, we just didn't know. Season 2, Malvolia came in with a vengeance, and it was like this is the world. This is her world, and we're all just living in it.
Because I was
So
angry at
you
that
were
point. I was angry. I was frustrated. I was like, let's get all this aggression out. And I think I did a pretty good job saying a lot of things, which I really didn't say very bluntly, but yes.
the entire season 2 episode, which again I call it the crowning glory because we won so many awards with that. We festivaled that special.
Yeah.
It's a mini movie. Zed Fest. Was it in Golden State as well? Did it hit Golden State?
No, I don't think so. But it hit a lot of mini film festivals. I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember. It was so long ago. That was like 2018, 19,
Oh my
18,
God.
19, 18, 18, 2018.
I know. And today's a Wednesday. I was like,
I
ah,
wish it were Friday.
hey. But I'll say to anyone, if you're in the stream, popping in, popping out, and you want to go watch season two, the entire episode is awesome. It's darker, but that first 6 minutes of monologues of Malvolia just cutting each of these people one by one with her words. I'm not going to spoil it for you if you haven't seen it yet, but there's always victims. But she starts off just going in on each of the, but listen to what she says, and it's just like, and then if you want to watch more beyond that, but that's gold writing, that's dripping with good writing, that is cathartic.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you're just like, there's more, like, and now and now there's gonna be like a perilous Halloween special after this, after that. You're just like, oh God, do I want to watch more? Like, wow.
I don't think the rest of them like compared to how like nitty gritty and evil that season two was, but I think I'm slowly getting it back, and I think this season coming up is obviously going to be, and I've said it once and I've said it many times, it's going to be something different than anybody has ever seen of Malvolia, but I think I get like that nitty gritty back. I think I get with the writing, with the ideas. I feel like it's going to come back, and I really would love everybody to be a part of it. If you are interested in supporting indie horror,
Hearts. Thank you for
oh,
hearts.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Supporting indie horrors, supporting women in horror. We are less than 2 weeks from ending our Indiegogo campaign, which we are about $1,600 away from goal. Every little bit helps. Feed a starving victim. You can have a virtual date with
Nikki!
me. Nikki! Oh, Nikki, part of the Malvolia world too. Oh. Virtual dates, producer credits. There's so much on there. So please check out the link. It will be attached to this live when it goes into the feed, and take a gander and support independent filmmaking. Yeah. So let's see what else. I'm trying to remember those other questions I
Okay, can
had.
I ask you a
Oh my
question?
God,
So
please do.
you mentioned the nitty gritty, okay, of season two, and maybe getting some of that nitty gritty back.
Yeah.
Um, this is a deeper question maybe. How do you understand what that nitty gritty means to you today? And and can you share a little bit of what you maybe without giving any too much away of what it might look like for Malvolia to bring back some of that nitty gritty, or Jennifer Nangle in the writing as you write season eight.
Yes, but first off, I'm gonna reply to Nikki's comment. I miss you so much. I was thinking about tacos, how we had taco margarita night, and we should really do that again. You, me, and Charles. Yeah, yeah. But we won't talk about body count the entire time. So anyway,
I love that place, Studio City.
oh
Oh
my
my
God,
God!
so
And in
good.
in this economy, like the you can get a lot of taco.
Mm, that was some good stuff. Some good stuff.
Yeah.
But answering your question, I feel like season one, we really didn't know what we were doing. There really was no plan. It was to possibly get this character out there and get like a fan base that if we were to make that found footage feature film that I wanted to do, we would already have the fan base and we would be attracted to distribution, and maybe it would be picked up really quickly and easily. But unfortunately, that never happened because the web series kind of took off and the Malvolia character kind of took on a life of her own. And I just couldn't say no. I couldn't say no. I was being asked to like host, film festivals, online film festivals. I was asked to host other people's short films. So it was like I couldn't really kill off the character right after season one. So but I noticed that during season one, a lot of people had a lot of opinions. And that's just kind of how it is when you put yourself out into the social media and the internet. People are going to have a lot of opinions and they're going to say a lot of things. And a lot of people had really strong opinions of Malvolia, like what she should do, what she shouldn't do. They tried to really kind of meld me into like an Elvira, which I was not having. Like in the beginning, we kind of played with that campiness, but I knew I didn't want to go the Elvira route. And no offense to her, she's had a fantastic career. She's worked it. She still kills it, but that's just not me. I wanted to do something different than what I usually would go out for auditioning or possibly book. You know, like I was always told I would always be the nice girl, the best friend, the funny neighbor. I was never the evil queen. I was never the mean girl. And so I wanted to show people that I could do that. And so when it came to season two, I was really frustrated with a lot of things. And I was frustrated with how people saw me and how people talked to me and treated me. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to take this script and use it as therapy. And it's really interesting because some of the parts of that script, how I wrote it, is not how it was directed by Richard Trejo. And that's totally fine because how it came out to be was better than what I think we all could have assumed. And you definitely did your epic. Thank you so much. Thank you. That means so much. Because I then started to get a little comfortable with Malvolia. You know, like season 3 was fun. Halloween special was fun. And we brought a lot of that back. We did a lot of callbacks on, the previous seasons. And then I'd start to get a little comfortable. And then I started to like lose my creativity and lose what I wanted to do with this character. And again, I feel like I was so lost. I felt like I was so lost, but I felt like I had to keep churning out these seasons after seasons after seasons and just really try to keep putting my name out there and this character out there and everything. And I'll say it again. And I know we say the same thing to each other every time I say this, but you gave me the permission to write whatever I wanted to write this season, like write however I want to write it. And if I need to scale it back, I have to do that. Or, if we can't get a certain location, we can rework it for another location. And so that's what I did with season 8 and Halloween. And it's bringing that frustration and evil back, but also with a lot of fun and a lot of vengeance. So,
oh, well, I'm getting chills right now, friend. Wow,
yeah.
your response to that question was so deep and so layered. And because I also know you and I've been on this journey with you, I also was feeling all the layers of all that journey up until now too. I've got chills up and down like my arms right now. And I get it. I get what you mean. And by the way, I'm gonna applaud you and praise you for taking your own advice because the advice I give you is the advice you give me. And like every time I've been stuck or try, you've always given me the permission.
We just regurgitate it back to one another, and I love it. I love it. Baby bird it back and forth. Yes.
Yes, but oh my God, that's so profound and Frank, like that kind of like aggression and that tenacity, that fiery, frustration, but also, having journeyed through it all. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was like lightning in a bottle season 2
Yeah.
of like, and it's so true that like the art, like people don't see, like they have an idea of you,
Oh,
right? And
absolutely.
they
Yeah.
see you making all these moves. They're like, oh my gosh, right? But, people have opinions. They are saying stuff. They're trying to bring you down. This business, like people, not everyone, but, I'm grateful for the ones that do support and do appreciate. But there are trolls, who are watching, but they're watching because they're hoping to see a trip, and because we're human, we will, right? But they'll take that, they'll take that little opportunity that they saw us like get a little clunky or whatever, or do a, I don't know, a human mistake of filmmaking, and they're gonna like all over it. So, but you do have that ability to mix it in, like in your, in the writing and turn it into art. Not
Yeah.
everybody knows how to do that. Well, people do it, but you do it well. You execute it well, and yeah, and the stories are like living, like oh
Yeah. So to kind of bring everybody up to date, Mel, usually the past Halloween specials, Malvolia is always putting a human or a victim through, an escape room or, some sort of test to really show their willingness but I mean it never ends well in the end because obviously, Malvolia has to take over and whatever. But this season is going to be completely different. The tables are being turned and Malvolia is now facing her journey. And we go down kind of like a dark rabbit hole and we find ourselves in a different world, a different, darker world. And I'm really, really excited to get this rolling. I did announce that Christopher Sheffield is joining us as director of
yes,
photography, which is really, really exciting. He is, I mean, it's so funny. Like I've been kind of like trying to manifest this connection and that he would say yes. And so I would tell one of my friends like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get Chris Sheffield to shoot it. Oh my God. Chris Sheffield? Like everybody had that same reaction. So then I was like, well, I have to get him now. Like I can't not have him because I want people to have same reaction about the episode, about the Halloween special. So, yes. So again, if you are having a second, you're curious about our Indiegogo crowd campaign, check out the link. It will be attached to this live once it is posted on Instagram. Again, producer credits. We've got internet date with Malvolia, which might not end well for you, but it'll still be fun. And tons more. You can even just make a donation. Again, we are like $1,600 away from goal, less than 2 weeks now. And don't be shy. Please
yeah.
hop on that link and check everything out.
Thank you everyone for your support. We've been getting obviously donations every single week since the campaign has started. On every level, right? So we also have an economical option called
everything.
For everything. So Feed a Starving Victim really is our craft services. So, as little as like $15 or $10, you can donate to the Red Vines Fund.
Wait, I'm a Twizzler girl.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe I'll get the Red Vines for everybody that,
That's okay. No. No, I didn't know there'd be debates are good for the I need a good debate.
Comment if you are a Red Vines or a Twizzler fan.
Yeah, Red Vines or Twizzlers, please comment below.
All right, friends. So, I kind of, was playing with the idea of us kind of reading through the script together. Do you wanna do that?
It was okay. Let me grab my laptop. Oh my God, are we really doing this?
Really doing this. We're only gonna read a couple of pages. We're not giving it all away.
Okay,
but we are gonna read. We're gonna read some pages. So, yes, Alejandro Twizzler. See, Alejandro is like my Pisces twin because he voted for Twizzlers. So, yes.
You know what I love about Twizzlers? They're like they keep their form. Like they could, like.
Do Red Vines not keep their form? I don't remember that.
Well, Red Vines can get pretty soggy or softy. Like, there's another word, but I don't want to use that word.
Would we get banned on Instagram?
Yeah, probably. I just don't like that word, but they can get pretty. there can be sometimes condensation, but Twizzlers, yeah, I like a good bite,
Mm-hmm.
and they almost look waxy, and I think Twizzlers are vegan too.
Oh, there you go. Even
I
more.
think. I
Even
think.
more reasons.
Okay. So I got it.
All right.
Do you want me to read it out loud since it's in front of me, or do you want me to send it? Or you have
I
it?
have it too. I have it too.
Okay, cool.
So I'll read Malvolia. I feel like we should typecast me.
Do
Um,
you want me to do the narrating, like
do you want to do the stage directions and
stage
then
directions? Yeah. Oh my
because we also
god.
have Miss Amit and then we also have Sandman and the Ghoul. So yeah, how about I grab the Ghoul and I'll grab and then you want to do Miss Amit and Sandman?
I'll do Miss Hammond.
All right, cool. Okay.
That's so fun. We're doing a table
I've
reading.
never
This
done
is
this
awesome.
before. Ever have I ever done this? Never have I ever read a script out loud before we've shot it. So
I'm drinking to
this
that.
is a treat for all y'all. Okay. So I am ready whenever you are, I think.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm ready.
Do you want to do stage directions or you want me to do stage directions?
I'll do stage
Okay.
directions. And Miss
Okay.
Abbott. Here we go. All right. Can I say the title?
No.
No.
No. No. No.
No. All right. You've never done
I've
this
never done this
before.
before. Well, I did it alone on Facebook to only like 2 or 3 people. So this is like the second time I'm doing it with someone. The first time with someone.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
We're going to start with a fade in. Interior, Malvolia's lair. Malvolia is introducing her annual Halloween party.
Good evening, my victims. It's that time of year again where I invite you to my annual Halloween party. All play and no slay makes this vixen.
Suddenly, she is transported out of her lair, interior to a dingy office moments later. A secretary, not from the modern world, Miss Ammett, sits behind a desk. She doesn't look in Malvolia's direction, like this happens all the time.
I demand to know why I am here.
Welcome back, Queen Malvolia. Take a number, take a seat. I'll be with you sometime this century.
I don't have a century. My annual Halloween party is tonight, and I must prepare for tonight's festivities.
Malvolia goes to sit down in what seems to be an empty chair by Miss Ammett's desk. I beg your pardon. Malvolia revolts back, shocked that she didn't see the invisible man sitting there. Uh, when I Miss Ammett now,
Miss Ammett, no.
Miss Ammett now. When I have finished with Dr. Griffin and the rest of the undead, I'll be with you. But you have to wait your turn.
Malvolia. This is ludicrous.
Malvolia turns and pulls a number from the number station. She pulls the number 3,000,001, and as she sits down, she looks at the number 666,000,000,005. She sits down in a huff next to a fellow ghoul sleeping. She looks over and sees the number he is holding is 666,006,000,006. She ponders for a moment and then waves her hand in front of his face, and he wakes up.
Ghoul. My dear, though I have waited more than a lifetime, I was wondering if you'd do me the honor of taking my number, because I cannot stand to think of a queen like you rotting here.
Malvolio looks to see if Miss Ammett is looking, and yes, Miss Ammett is giving her the side eye.
Malvolia. Oh, my darling! How awfully generous of you.
Once Miss Ammett looks away, Miss Malvolia breaks her act. She puts him back to sleep, takes his number, and throws hers at him. Suddenly, the Sandman, Queen Malvolia.
Do we know one another?
Sandman pushes the sleeping ghoul out of his seat and sits down next to Malvolia. It's me. Sandy. Sandman. Wow. It's been a while.
Yes, I suppose it has.
I'm sure you've been haunting humans' nightmares while I've been down here waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you do to get sent down here with me? Must have been really bad since you seem to always get away with murder. He laughs to himself. Get it? Murder?
I'm sure this is a whole misunderstanding. I'm not like any of you maggots.
Oh, no, 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 no. Make no mistake, Queenie. You must have done it now. Lucy wouldn't have called you down here otherwise. Miss Ammett. Next! Malvolia looks over at her number on the counter and sees that her number has been called.
That's me.
She stands and moves to Miss Ammett's desk. Miss Ammett. Malvolia, I will not have you.
But I'm next.
She shows Miss Ammett her number. Ah, always the sinstress. Take a seat. Malvolia sits in the chair. Miss Ammett again continues. Queen Malvolia.
How long is this going to take? My annual Halloween party is tonight, and there are victims to be caught, spare bodies to thaw out, and human heads to carve. I have many preparations to prepare.
You will not be going anywhere. You violated code 617-978-508-311.
Which is?
You've been lurking and hunting about out and about, even though you have not renewed your Cacodum Cacodemon license.
I think it's Cacodemon.
Is it Cacodemon?
I think you're right. Yeah, Cacodemon.
You have been lurking and hunting about, even though you have not renewed your Cacodemon license. This is a very serious matter, Queen Malvolia. Very damning.
Well, I'm sure I have. I just must have misplaced it.
It's been over 100 centuries. Lucy is not thrilled.
Lucy. Huh? We don't have to get her involved. What about a freshly squeezed glass of victim's blood?
Malvolia rolls her hands and a wine glass of blood appears.
Make the matter disappear.
Bribery. Mm-hmm. Another strike against you, Queen Malvolia. I'd stop while you're ahead. Now, there is no special treatment for you down here, and you know the rules. You'll be tested as every demon would be tested.
Oh, I'm fully aware of the rules.
Mm-hmm. So then, make it through till the end, and you'll be rewarded with your license, and you'll be free to go and wander wherever it is you wander about. One wrong turn, and you could end up with endless suffering in the trenches of the infinite abyss. Remember, Lucy will be watching.
This is absolutely absurd. I don't have time for all of this. Don't you know who I am?
Queen Malvolia, I banish you to the netherworld. Sandman has been eavesdropping the entire time.
We'll cut it there. We'll cut it there.
Right. Okay, that was the first read.
That was a first read.
Send some hearts if you appreciate it.
That impromptu acting performance that we just did.
Yeah, normally a table read has other voices
Yeah.
and people to bring things, but we did. We did it. We did it.
Oh, look at Alejandro
Thanks
giving
for the
us the
hearts. Appreciate
trophies. Yes, we will take those.
That was
If any,
fun.
If anybody heard all of that, any thoughts? You curious? You want to donate to that campaign right now, don't you?
You know, this is like the yes, this is the campaign I want to contribute to. You know, like people make their campaign videos, and you did an amazing campaign video, so vulnerable, so like telling
Aw.
like yes, telling your story, what it all means to you, and the love and support of everyone, appreciating their support. But this is like a live campaign. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're giving some like, oh, what's that? Cash, cash, cash.
Alejandro's making it rain.
Appreciate it,
Yes.
Alejandro.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that felt nice to read that out loud with you though.
Yeah.
Like,
It
it
was
has
good.
another energy. It's very. What do you all think? I feel
I felt comfortable reading it, and I'm going to keep it on Instagram because I definitely am going to rewrite it. I had some thoughts today while I was at work, so I'm definitely going to rewrite it and kind of tighten up some things. But so at least people have an idea of what we'll be doing for the Halloween special, season 8. Yes.
it's so again. I'm not. I won't be spoiling because I've got to read 20 pages.
Yes.
And I love like where this goes. No one can predict, but you know, I will say that knowing what I know of what happens, this intro already already you're getting a preview of kind of Malvolia being in over her head. Um, it's in every world. Sometimes it's not revealed that there are probably rules within the world that you live in, and we're seeing, getting a glimpse of like, holy, okay, maybe she answers to someone. Okay, maybe she's not above the law, in some ways, and we're getting and it's so fun to see it done in like a magical way. There's this because if you watch all seasons, you make reference to these things, like reference to the underworld, reference to
The Dark Lord.
the Dark
Yes.
Lord, and all
Hmm.
these things, and it's just kind of a running joke of whenever my character comes in or other characters are like, are you sure that the Dark Lord's going to be pleased? Are you like, like, oh my gosh, you better hurry before like, are you getting enough victims this year to satisfy this and this and that? We don't actually get to see these things.
Right. Right. And that we
Yeah.
are.
And the queen waiting her turn, like queen sitting down next to these, you know,
Maggots. These maggots.
is really interesting. And there's a lady sitting behind the desk that seems to, be drunk with power, and you're like, and Malvolia has to listen. It's already flipped. Like, it's already flipped. And I felt that within the first like 3 pages.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Yeah. And I won't reveal the title.
No, because that'll be a surprise when we reveal the episode. But will we meet King Malvolia? What? King Malvolia? They ain't no
Malvolio.
king. Malvolio. They ain't no king. No. It's just the queen. You might get to meet Lucy though. I wonder who Lucy is. Mm. If anybody has any questions, leave them in the comments. We will answer them now, live.
Now that is a good question, though. That is a really good question that he asked, and yeah, that's a good question. But there's only one throne, so
Yeah, where the queen sits. I ain't no king. There ain't no room for any king.
many have tried.
Many have tried, and a lot have never been successful. So, good luck.
I do have a question for you,
Oh yeah,
but it's kind of a spoiler question.
I can probably like answer it a roundabout way.
Maybe it's not a spoiler. It's a hypothetical. And Alejandro's question made me think about this because there's been so many episodes that are crossing my mind right now. Thanksgiving episodes, and what is there a character that you would love to bring back for season 8,
Ooh.
or that you thought about, like if it could work,
I mean,
if the actor is available or actress is
if
available?
if I had power and I had money, I would bring back all of the scream queens of every Halloween episode. In fact, I played around with that idea. So like it would be Danny and Sarah, and I just bring them all back, all the ones that, died that we killed, and brought them back for one of the scenes to maybe throw lines at Malvolia that she usually says and stuff like that. But I don't know, y'all. We ain't making goal. We're about $1,600 away from goal. So I mean, if we get some donations, that might be a possibility.
Well, hey, I'll say, write
Yep.
it, put it out there, write
Yep.
it, and let the universe do the rest. Because you know how many would come back for you. You know how many would get on a plane or fly or drive to make the drive down.
Well, Sarah and her husband Josh have already volunteered to want to direct one of the episodes for this season. So I told him like once I have the Halloween written and I start writing some of the other episodes, I'm definitely going to hit him up and see if he's interested for sure. So
Oh my
yeah,
god.
we'll see. Even Paul Stephen Edwards, I messaged him asking him if he'd be interested in returning, and he said yes. So we've got some interest, we've got some nostalgia. We just got to make those goals, and give me a little break from my job so I can be creative and sit and write and not be so anxious. But you never know. You never know. Yeah. If anybody has watched all of the lives, I'm curious, who was your favorite live? Was it Raina when we talked about WoW? Was it Drew where we talked about comedy? Or was it Charles where we're talking about nostalgia pretty much? I've actually loved all of the lives. They have all been so unique and individualized. So it's been really fun trying to show the world you guys. So yeah, yeah. Well, if you have any questions, put them in the comments because, like I said, this was very impromptu and I'm so unprepared, like I've been prepared in the other ones. Um, yeah. Yeah. Who would you bring back, friend? Who would you bring back?
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to blink. He's my friend. I'm not gonna say it because I'm not gonna say who it is because now then when I say it, if he watches this live, he's gonna be like, "You forgot who I am."
Oh my God. I think there needs to be a little bit of forgiveness because we are both fried from jobs and working. You just came back from a workout, so I'm sure you're absolutely exhausted too. And if it's who I'm thinking of, yeah, I'm like on his name too. Season two, right? Season two.
Maybe, oh my gosh, maybe season two.
Okay, how about an easier question? How about if you could go back to any location and shoot, where would you go?
Oh my god. Okay, so besides the pet
Besides
hospital, I want
hospital,
to go
yeah.
back to that mansion, that charmed house.
100% the Wait Mansion. The Wait Mansion in Riverside. That place was a bomb. That had so much personality. We could have shot like 5 different things in there and people wouldn't have realized we were in the same location. Cuz we were at the post screening on Friday and they shot their first Poe.
Which, by the way,
Oh,
congratulations, by the way, Fred. You
thank
were so
you.
good in Poe. Everyone just did an amazing job. And I was honored. I seriously was honored to just even be a part of that. It was a very intimate event.
Very intimate event. Everybody was so thankful you were there because you were such the hype man and it brought a great energy to
Oh,
that.
oh
Yeah.
my God. That's like a privilege to, that was such Poe is a, everyone that was there was supporting indie filmmaking and creativity and having a story and bringing it to life and making it bigger and like I said that the piece that you were in had a lot of heart, very different from the original because I got to see both.
Yeah.
And so it made me want more of like seeing this become like a trilogy and more. But it was really cool to see you in that role. You got some awesome shots in that. Like when you're coming through I'm not going to give it a lot away, but I was just really, really honored. The energy was so good there. With so much support. I could tell that every single person there was obviously like invited and kind of like reached out to, of just like supporting. It felt like a family. And I
Yeah.
was really honored to be
That's
there.
exactly the words that I have put it as. It feels like family. I call them my Poe family because it does. It feels like a family. I never really play the mom very much. I think I've played mom like once or twice before, and playing mom to Aubrey was an absolute just delight. It was just a wonderful experience. She is the coolest kid I've ever met, ever. And I'm so thankful that they were just so loving and warm and open. It was such a breath of fresh air, because a lot of times I go to sets and everybody is like kind of cold, or there's like, we got to praise the name or whatever. It was just like, we're all in this together and we're ready to have a good time. And it was just such a joy. Yeah. If anybody is interested in what we're talking about, Poe Meets Lucy is releasing on YouTube tonight, on Raw of the Dead's YouTube channel. I think it's Raw of the Dead's YouTube channel. And it's a quick short, like less than 10 minutes. And super cute, super fun, a child horror. It's child friendly, so not too scary.
And so, in Poe Meets Lucy is the one that you're in, but
Yes.
the original Poe, I recognized the house. And I was like, this old Victorian style. I was like, wow, this house is beautiful. And I was like, wait a minute, did we shoot there?
Yes. And how different when you put different cinematographers in one place, how different it looks, because Rawl shot it a completely different way than Eric. And Eric had a specific, way of how I wanted him to shoot what we did. Cause, it was more like, Cribs, MTV Cribs, come to our house and check it out, tour the house and stuff like that. So his was more reality, but still it was really unique to see like the different lighting and the different style and the different angles and stuff like that. Hi, Orlando. Hello to Oxnard, California. You're like our neighbor-ish.
Shout out to Oxnard!
Woo! All right. Well, if we don't have any more questions,
I do. I have one
you got a
one.
question. Okay.
What was your favorite location that we shot at?
Oh my.
Or that you'd like to go shoot out again, if you could?
Definitely the Waite House, for sure. I would love to go to the Waite Mansion again. I would love it. I wish.
Well, they loved having you.
I know. I
was worried. I was worried they wouldn't want us back.
Oh, that was like really nothing, too. Of course they would want us back. How fabulous were we?
They did love us. They did love us. But I was,
yeah. I know.
At the very end. Like,
we made it almost to the very end. But it's okay. I don't think it was a big deal. They didn't charge me for it.
I love how we're sprinkling. We will not give the details.
But yeah. So I'd probably go back to the Waite Mansion, or where else would I want to go?
Well, my apartment.
Your apartment, but I can't go back there anymore because you don't live there anymore. You got a new place, so
you're gonna come to this apartment.
Yes,
a bigger, larger apartment
Woo!
With more space.
I hope your roommate doesn't mind us throwing some blood around.
Oh, oh, she's already like, oh, just let me know.
Oh my God, so
I'll be gone for the weekend.
Oh my God, so cute. She'll want to join in. She'll want to join in on the fun.
Smart.
Yeah, or we can even like make her a victim. She can get her on-screen debut. That'd be funny.
What else though? Like, okay, besides the mansion though, like, have we ever? Shot. Huh?
It's always been apartments except for the
Well,
pet hospital.
season three though, or season four Halloween special was in that
Oh,
theater,
yeah,
right?
no, five.
Oh,
Four?
season
Four. Four. You're right. You're right. Four. Four, four, four.
it was 2020.
Eurovision.
I
Yeah.
know. That's why I thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rear Vision,
Yeah.
and that location is no longer available,
No.
right?
Yep. That's no longer available. We were in the warehouse for a couple of years. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. If if I could choose a location from body count, I would love to go to the San Diego ranch.
Oh,
I would do anything for that time back. That was
yes.
just
What a
such a
privilege.
privilege. It was such an honor and makes me sad because I had a search in my text messages today. And you know how like if you search certain words, like bunches of text messages will pop up. Well, one of his popped up and it was like,
Oh,
oh, R.I.P.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we shot in this beautiful ranch location in Fallbrook, California, which is like midway to San Diego. I think it might be part of San Diego County.
I think it is. Yeah.
Um, but this particular ranch is located on its own road zip
Like
code called Rainbow.
on a mountaintop.
Yeah, it's called Rainbow, California. Its own little section is sectioned off within Fallbrook, and you got to take a trail up there. And they have this how many
Oh my
acres?
God, ridiculous amounts.
And Nick Danger, I'll say his name. He just he loved you, he loved me, just treated us like his own kids, his own grandkids. Let us really just shoot there. He supported anybody that like was coming up or dreams, and he just wanted to help out in any way that he could. And we shot Body Count there,
Yeah.
which is which is horror anthology that you all need to see.
Hopefully soon.
And but yeah, there's that ranch is all over Body Count. It's all over Body Count. And we shot so much there. Some late nights. I mean, some cold nights. But man, what a privilege it was to shoot there. It was such a beautiful location. But obviously, like, it's dear to our hearts and it's emotional because he did pass away. And he really wanted to see Body Count. So
I
we have like a
know.
in memoriam or in memory of like in the credits of Body Count, and he did so much. But he created the ranch for his daughter, right?
Well, he created it for filming to happen, but he made it so that his daughters would have something to work on or have to yeah to work with the filming and stuff like that. But I think they sold it. I think they moved on. Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
was really his dream. I think he really wanted that. Yeah.
Shout out to you, and you're watching us right now. We're honoring you, Nick Danger. Thank you for what you gave us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, friend. Well, tell people where they can find you. What's up? What's next? What's coming?
Well, you can find me in the campaign.
Yes. Check out that campaign link. Yes.
We have raised just under $1,600 right now, remaining. That's it.
Remaining. Yep.
Remaining, just under 1,600 left for our goal. We're taking donations of all kinds. You can head over to our Indiegogo, check out all of the amazing perks. We've got signed posters and autographs. We've got an internet date with Queen Malvolia. We've got feed our cast and crew with the feed a starving victim, an economical choice for I think what $15 or something like that. We've got all kinds of different perks, and then also people are allowing themselves to just give, without getting a perk at all, just giving, just donating. And I promise you, it will be well worth it. And I say that being in this for 8 seasons, also being the bestie of Jennifer Nangle, I've seen this inspiration come like a cannon, and this is dripping with things that are pushing the limits of things that like wow. And I'm just excited to see this, you are like, we're going to do this. No, we're going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. So it's really exciting, just, yeah, to support indie filmmakers, women in horror, women filmmakers. Every time you share the campaign,
Share
like,
it.
oh my God, those of you who've been sharing it, you don't even, not even donating, but just sharing it goes a long way. Y'all don't know this. If you haven't ran a campaign, for those of you who know, if you've ran a campaign, then you know this, that Indiegogo has its own algorithm. Indiegogo wants to reward you for your reach, and they'll give you more reach. So every little bit helps, by the way, and that opens up Malvolia to another pocket of donations and donors who don't know, who will then know about Malvolia once Indiegogo pushes them out to their own audience. It's really, really cool what they've done. So aside from that link, you can find me here on Instagram at Charles Tuda, Facebook, Charles Tudabala, YouTube, Charles Tudabala, Beyond the Body Count, at Beyond the Body Count Podcast. We also have a podcast. This is going to go up on our podcast as well. And then I am also on Uncaged Mindset for if you want a little bit of wellness in your life.
I always want some wellness in my life. Also, we have a movie coming out very soon.
June
June
24th.
June 24th. We are so close. Well, kind of close. Today's the 11th. We're getting there. We're getting close to it. But it is a movie called Transmission, which I have not seen, but Charles has seen it. He has said so many great things about it.
Oh, well, I saw a screening 3 years ago, probably longer than 3 years ago. So it's very possible that the film has changed. It's
Yeah.
very possible that it's gone through more cuts. It could even be better than the screening that I saw. But it's the best movie I've ever been in my opinion. I've been to all. I will say, yeah, it's one of the best movies I've ever been in. I have a lot of favorite movies that I've been in. This one is just, I mean, it's one of my favorite roles of you, friend. Your performance in this is so good. I what you do in this, and I know that you said that you didn't shoot for very long, but they really
Make me
edited
grander
you
than what I
in a
am.
way. Oh my God, you are not prepared for how good this is, friend.
They had to have because I literally shot like only a couple of hours and I only had like 2 or 3
No,
scenes. So
you look like you're in it, like for the first half of the movie.
that's
I mean,
nuts.
it's
That's nuts.
crazy, and you look so good. Your character is so good. I don't want to give anything away, but like this movie is up my alley. I like weird things. I like things like I go watch films from A24 that other people like completely don't like Lamb.
Yeah, Lamb was pretty weird. Yeah, it was
Freaking
weird.
weird. This movie plays around with so many genres, and it's so weird. But it also is horror. Like it's horror. The horror elements play. It's got some sci-fi elements in it. It feels like an anthology, but it's not an anthology because it's all connected, but there's different timelines. I could go on, and I still wouldn't spoil the movie for you because it's so much more. No one can really explain it. You have to see it, and it's kind of immersive. So I don't know if we set the title, but it's called Transmission. We have heard through some announcements that it's supposed to be on every platform. So that's what we've heard.
Here we go.
Go
Here we
check it
go.
out. I have a role in the film, small role in the film. You, you have a
Smaller.
big role. You have a big role in the movie.
I did, though, which blows my mind because I literally did like nothing. So,
Oh my God. When you popped on, I mean, people were like, oh! People were
oh,
taking screenshots, they put them in your comment
yes,
section.
yes, I did. I did get a little bit of a hint as to what I look like and what it is. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah,
But
there's a lot of cast. There's a lot of locations in this movie. This is a big cast.
yeah,
And I don't know, like we shot it during the pandemic.
yeah. Well, in the beginning of, I know that mine like happened a month before the pandemic, before LA
Right.
shut down. So, yeah,
hmm So Transmission
crazy.
is coming out. Uh, and what else? Oh, you know too much.
Yes, yes. Are you gonna? What are you doing with that? Are you gonna release it, or are you just gonna wait for the
Yes,
screening?
I'm gonna release it.
Okay.
I have been the movie. It's done. I'm just adding some, finishing touches, but I'm gonna just put it on YouTube for everybody to see, and then it's gonna make its debut, or it's gonna make its public screening debut at Fresno Hauntmare Expo.
Hauntmare Expo. Yes, July 26th and 27th. You can come and see Charles and I at that expo, at that horror convention. It's going to be killer.
And what a double feature, right?
Oh yeah, because Malvolia Halloween is also playing there too. So yeah,
Which Halloween?
this past one. So what is that?
Final
7.
Girl.
So I'm like, what one is it? 7? Yes, for Final Girl. Final Girl will be there. So it'll be
It's
fun.
a drivable distance for those of you who are in LA. I mean, well, maybe 3 hour drive,
We're
two
worth
and a half hour
it.
drive, maybe.
We're worth it.
But
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it. Come on down. Show some love to Fresno.
Woo! It'll be good. It'll be hot and toasty there too. So
Oh
you'll
yeah.
want to be in
Oh
the
yeah.
air conditioning at the
Yeah.
Hot Mare
Yes.
Expo.
In the screening
In the
room.
screening room. Check out some of the vendors. Rumor has it Magic Oil Box is going to be there. So yeah, horror fam galore. All right.
I'm trying to
Well,
think about, like, I feel like we've got something else coming out. We've shot a lot of stuff, and things come out, and you're like, oh, that's coming out, or oh, I mean that thing that's coming out. But I'm wondering, like, what I'm just thinking in my
I mean,
mind.
body cam is like on the cusp. I just am still waiting for a little something, something, and then hopefully it'll be out. Yes. So body count will be very close, very soon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is fun. I mean, I did not expect to be reading this script today. I thought that was really, really cool.
I think it's really, really fun. Something we've never done before. It's really good. So kind of gives everybody an idea of what to look forward to. And yeah, well, with that, I think we can end this. Let's else. You got something else to say?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I could do this all day.
I know.
I could do this all day, and no, it's just inspiring. Like
Yeah.
like when you're with your tribe, it's just like what are we gonna make next? That's how it's always been, and that's how I remember answering that first question in on Memorial Day weekend about why did I say yes to season one, or and beyond,
Yeah.
was because that was what our crew
Yeah.
did. It was always like our tribe, like listed them off, at that time, from Hunter Johnson to Richard Trejo, Paul Stephen Edwards, whoever. It was like, oh, we're all moving on to the next project. Oh, are you working on the next Hunter thing? It's like we're all just going on to the next thing, and we would be filming the thing, and it'd be like we'd be talking about the next thing that we're filming. And so the yeses were kind of like always just like ongoing yeses of like, oh yeah, I'll be, yeah, Malvolia. All right, are you gonna, we're all, after this, we're gonna be on the Malvolia, we're gonna be doing the Malvolia Halloween special, right? Okay, great. Rounding up everybody, getting the call sheets or the emails circulating, the Facebook messages circulating. And so yeses have always been like, yeah, we're moving on to the next thing. And that has never changed. Like I whenever I am around our tribe or other filmmakers, other artists that are like completely aligned with us, we can literally be sitting having coffee, and I always leave feeling like, okay, what are we gonna make next?
Absolutely.
What are we gonna make next? I still feel that way when we get together. I still feel that way when we're in the presence of other people, and now this doesn't mean I always have the energy. But my mind and my spirit wants to go film something right now.
Yeah. Oh my
and go write
gosh.
something right now. But then I realized, like,
Well,
once I get home, I'm like, oh, yeah, sleep is necessary first.
sleep is necessary. Also, we have all of season 8 to look forward to. So it ain't ending anytime soon. This is just the beginning. Just the beginning. So here we go.
Dude, see, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And you know what? While we're shooting season 8, that we're gonna get booked for other things, and it's gonna be like we've also got conventions and signing and travelings.
We do. We do. There's also Slasher Market happening in Las Vegas on August 30th. August 30th? August 30th. And then we are going to be at Slash and Bash in Topeka, Kansas, October 3rd through the 5th. So there
Yes.
are places you can see us. There are things going on, and we have a whole season 8 to film. So don't get sick of us. Check out that link. Please contribute or share or send us positive vibes. And until next time, y'all. Is your heart thing gonna work? Is it gonna work? No.
Hasn't been
Oh,
lately.
I wonder.
I know.
I wonder if it's like cranky Instagram or
I
something,
ooh.
or an
Not even on
update.
FaceTime, it wasn't working the other day. But
We love you guys.
we love you all. Thank you for the hearts.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Bye.